Next comment is that the laws of war prohibit overkill, such as using a 50 cal or a light anti-tank weapon against personnel. But that is entirely permissible as long as you say you were really aiming at the equipment they were wearing, specifically their LBE or load-bearing equipment harness.
Yes, I've heard this before.
Yeah.
I was surprised when I saw this. I said, "Oh shit, yes, I've heard it."
Most of the time, we were always told like, "Oh, shoot at the vehicle. Don't shoot at the driver." And you know, if you hit the driver, hey,
I mean,
50 cals have a pretty widespread.
I mean, I've seen some pretty crazy things happen from this. Like, you can, if the trajectory is right and you're like shooting at the engine block, which is what you're told to do in a convoy, right? If you're on like rear security and you have a vehicle coming up from behind, you're supposed to take out the vehicle, right? Not the person. The vehicle.
You disable the vehicle, so that way it can't do it.
But I've seen, because I mean, early on, this is before I was even in, they had 50 cals mounted. But then later, they just went to 240s, 249s, right? And a 240 and a 249, they'll bounce off the hood and just hit the driver. Like,
oh yeah, 100%.
I've seen that
a
happen.
50 cal will punch
50,
straight through.
Yeah, 50 cal go right to the engine block and it'll disable the vehicle, right?
I think that was the problem. We were just breaking too many people's shit. Motherfuckers just don't pay attention whenever you point a 50 cal at somebody, they don't get scared. I don't know why.
I feel like it's just the region.
Yeah, well, and that the crazy thing was they were more scared of our pistols than they were of our like rifles and stuff like that because pistols were used for executions. So you draw a pistol on somebody and they're like, oh, well, I'm really gonna get killed. They know that we have all these regulations like the shoot. What is it? The shout, show, shove, shoot. Where you're supposed to shout at them, tell them to stop, and then you're supposed to show your weapon, like point it at them, but you can't shoot them yet. And then if they get too close, you shove them back, which I think is wild.
That's fucking crazy.
Like, the fuck, you're supposed to
after displaying a weapon, I'm still shoving.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
if they're still coming at me after I display the weapon, like that's wild. But you're supposed to shove them with like the barrel of the rifle or something and get them away from you, and then you do a warning shot.
Yep.
And then you can shoot.
Nah.
And it all depends on the scenario and like the rules of engagement, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Of course, but typically speaking, in regards to like the overkill rule, you're not supposed to use a 50 cal or a law on personnel.
Yes, yeah, they're not anti-personnel weapons. No. So you can't use them, or you're not supposed to use them for anti-personnel purposes. Right. Yes, that makes sense. What was that Geneva Convention?
It's the Geneva Convention law, yeah. Yep. And I mean, the only comment on this comment was, holy shit, I forgot that was about this one. And I mean, it's one of those things that you don't really think about because the rules of engagement have changed so much over time. Generally speaking, we don't really mount a 50 cal as often anymore.
Yeah. We realized that we weren't fighting freaking armored vehicles.
Yeah.
So we took our 50 cals off and put 249s because we were more likely to be fighting people.
Yep.
So